wild childhood, and it's dope.
So what it do? What's up? It's your boy Wild Child, right? So doing something different. So on Fridays, I really feel like I should do like a business venture Friday or something like that. I'm gonna call it BVF. For the particular reason of how hard it was for me whenever I first started up my business and everything like that. You know, jumping through hoops, trying to figure it out. And basically, I want this little thing right here to be a platform, basically of saying what I did and how I got to where I want to be, and also to help me educate myself, help educate you guys in endeavors that you guys want to do. You know, especially when it comes to clothing. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm not the biggest small business, but I am a business. So this video is definitely going to be a little bit more casual than the motivational Monday posts and the other things that I do. I'm gonna try to start posting some more personal things, and because definitely you guys want to see some more personal videos about the company and what I do and where I go and who I meet and stuff like that. But so yeah, this video is literally the first step. What is the first thing you should do? And most people will be like, oh, registering a business name, doing all that stuff. Let's take it way back to the beginning, right? In ordinary, to build a business, you gotta have a dream. You have to have a dream. And with that dream comes planning, right? So the dream, like for some people, hey, you wanna have your own salon, right? But what steps you gonna have to take to get to that salon? Like, you just can't just go buy a business, jump into it, and say, "Hey, look, I own a salon." There's certifications, there's qualifications, there's registering, there's business accounts. There's so much stuff that goes into it. Not to overcomplicate, but to at least let you know what goals you must hit to get to the final goal, owning the salon. And then, that also goes with having the clientele, reaching the target audience, figuring out what your niche is, how to contact those people. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and a lot of stuff that I'm currently learning. Like, right now I'm still in that building block moment of I'm figuring out who my target audience is. I can say I want to be 18 to 25, but 22 to 26 is gravitating towards it more than the 18 and 25. If that's the case, maybe I need to start tweaking my what's it called? I need to start tweaking, the things that I'm doing, target words and all this other stuff. But if I'm getting the same feel as if I was doing the 1825, then that's great, A-okay. You know what I mean? Things change, you have to change with the times, you have to change with your audience, you know what I mean? And you have to really you got to dive in and figure out everything. So in a sense, a business is like cooking, right? You have to have what you want the product to be. So like, say I'm going for, like a fried chicken breast sandwich, like at Popeyes, right? Just let's say that for example, right? There's things like the goal is the fried chicken sandwich at Popeyes, but you have to get the things in place in order to do it. So first you have to have the equipment, right? Not only the equipment, the ingredients, and then after you have all of those things, step by step. Okay, cool, I know in order to have this fried chicken sandwich like Popeyes have, I have to have cutting board, I have to have, a nice knife, that's a bread knife. I have to have a knife, I have to have the chicken breast, but not only that, I need the flour, I need the salt, pepper, paprika, all those things that go into it in order to come up with its final product. So like, with that being said, it's the same thing that you need to think about your business. You just don't go jump in something head first. You have to do your research. So that dream portion, which is what we're stressing about today, that dream portion really has to, have a step-by-step guide. It's your planning stage. Once you get the planning done, of course, there's things that you can't plan for because you don't know, right? But then you turn to people that you do know. That's where networking comes. That's where touching with your other local small businesses. Like, for instance, right? I got all this stuff done. I learned most of all this stuff from YouTube, right? I'm going to teach you guys the same way I learned from YouTube. It better help, the Jacksonville area, so I can really touch base with these young people, because I meet a lot of young people who want to build a business but don't know where to start. But I didn't know anything or how to get in contact with events, get in contact with people who would let me set up a tent, pitch a tent, come out and hand out my product, come out and sell my product, come out and just get co-located with the with Florida, basically with Jacksonville. And I reached out to a small business and they helped me out. They sent what was her name, Sweet Treat Cosmetics, Destiny. She reached back to me and she told me, because I remember in the beginning, the beginning of her business venture, I seen her in the Orange Park Mall sitting down, on a table, minimalistic cloth, just with her stuff and her lip glosses and stuff like that, and she was selling. And it's the same thing that I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to be somewhere, going out, talking to people, letting them know what I have to offer. Little do people know that which I'm trying to get out there. For every 5 shirts you buy, 1 shirt goes to the homeless shelter. And if not that, all those proceeds go to school drives to help less fortunate kids. Or I may do a clothes drive for less fortunate kids. I may do some stuff with the Salvation Army. The possibilities are endless. But in ordinary for me to let people know this vision, I have to talk to these people. This day and age, we live in a day and age of electronics. So, you got to talk to them on social media, but you also got to talk to them in person. With the planning stage, remember, big key takeaway. When you go and you start creating that checklist and then say, I want to build a clothing brand. And then it's like, okay, cool. What type of clothes do I want to do? Then you go from what type of clothes do you want to do to how old are these people with this type of clothes? What's their lifestyle? What things do they do on their spare time? And you start coming up with this checklist. The more detailed you get, the more discouraging it can be, right? We got to remember, this first building block is the hardest building block. The first step of dream and planning, however you want to label this, it's the hardest step, because this is the first part that you can get demotivated in. You just got to keep chugging along, man. And it's going to take brain power. It's going to take heart. It's going to take energy. But you got to remember that your business is a reflection of you, right? This Wild Child Entertainment, these clothes and stuff that I have, right? This shirt, me, right? When I walk out, I am a representator. I am an ambassador of Wild Child Entertainment. My clothing apparel, my artistry, my music. I am that brand ambassador, and I have to make sure that if I'm going to communicate, I communicate as such, right? Every interaction starts to become a business proposition, because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know if this person that you're talking to can generate a sale or convert a sale. You know what I mean? Like, I can be at work working my regular 9 to 5 to help fund this, right? And I can be talking to someone, I'm like, oh yeah, man, hey, I like those pants you got on, blah, blah, blah. Do you like, buying new things? You want to buy this type of style, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, man, you should take me out. I got something like this on my website. Boom. Even if they don't buy, it's somebody who knows about you, right? And it's somebody that can tell somebody who tells somebody else, that tells somebody else, that tells somebody else. If you catch my drift, man. Like, everybody is somebody, right? That dude that you think isn't a nobody who's sitting on the bus stop, you don't know that. I know plenty of 6-figure people who make 6 figures a year that looks like average Joes, and I don't see why we correlate how you look with how much money you make. I just guess that's a stigma in the community that we have. But people, you don't know about people, so don't judge people. Period, man. Period. And yeah, like, the biggest takeaway that I want you to get from this is always stay motivated. Stay motivated, man. You got it. You're going to get through it. Like, right now, you're probably watching this video trying to see what you should do and what your steps should be. Stay tuned with me, and I promise I'll help you get to where you want to be. And check me out. I'm going to have all my socials and stuff in the link in the description below, and I'll try to post them in here and everything. If you need help, reach out to me, man. Reach out to me. Talk to me, because I find that sometimes too, you know, I try to reach out to other small businesses and stuff like that. Like again, thank you, shout out to Sweet Treat, Sweet Treat Cosmetics for hitting me up. It's free. She's not paying me to promote or nothing like that. You know, just thank you for letting me know about that website, eventbrite.com, to help me figure out what's locally in the area that people are doing, that I can hop on and buy myself a little venue or something like that. But, you know, besides her, there's other people that I tried reaching out to that, you know, I ain't gonna say smack away my hand. Maybe they just overlook me because they have, you know, like a follow, and they have people who are trying to get at them and trying to message them all the time. I even tried to do emailing some people, and some people got it, some people didn't. It's all good, but you know, it's whatever, man. Hey, but just stay motivated, communicate, ask questions. Plan this first step. Dream/plan. So if you're watching this by next week Friday, whenever you watch the other video, and if you watching in the forefront, do this assignment and then watch video number 2, and I promise you it all makes sense. It all come together. But thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Wild Child.